Today is November 2nd and we are drawing a machine. I'm just getting this set up so that I can see who else is drawing with us. I think my whole setup has shifted somehow. I should probably do this prior to. I still haven't figured it out. I think it's my, every day I say the same. It's my, the clamp that I clamp it into, and it just doesn't seem to work if I have it clamped in already. So I have to turn you guys on manually, like before I put it in the clamp. So that's why. That's why, and that's what happens. All right, I'm here. So machine. I mean, it's such an open prompt. It's a great prompt. I have added a couple of images, but I will show you what images we have. And C has been adding images. Hi Julie, good morning. Hi Meryl. C has added some lovely images. So she added this one of a tractor, and she added this one also of a little popcorn machine. So cute. Then I added this image, which I really like. I like how the figure is a little bit blurred in the background, and then you have the radio in the foreground. This is a radio, a cassette radio that not many people probably use anymore. Hi, good morning, good morning. And then I added this one because it's kind of a machine. It's a microphone. And I really love this image. It actually reminds me a little bit of the U2 album Boy, although it's very different, like it's more like the little kid does, but I love this whole composition. So I really like this one, and then I have this one as well, which is from Unsplash too, but I was looking for record players because I wanted something to do with a record player for the machine. But I like this whole perspective. I think it's really fun. So I don't know which one to do. What are you guys all doing? Tell me what you're up to. And while I get everything set up, it'll be nice to know what you guys do. So yesterday we did harvest, and today's is machine. So let's have a look what to do. I did raise my camera slightly. So these are the hashtags that you should be using. You can also use just Gouachevember without the 2023. But if you're drawing with us in my live, use Char's Art Class 1123, because then I will see your images as well. Yeah, Julie says, I think I'm doing the radio cassette. I like that one as well. I'm probably going to struggle as well, Julie, so I may do that one too. But I do love the one with all the plants. And I definitely know I'm not going to get too done. Meryl says you should do the tractor. I don't really want to do the tractor. I'm not a big fan of like cars and that kind of machinery. So you should do the tractor, Meryl. If you want to do the tractor, you should do the tractor. Do the one that you want to do. I'm not going to do the tractor, even though it's a lovely image. Hi, Amy. How are you? So let's get started on this. I think I'm going to go with Julie and do the radio cassette. I kind of like the composition because it is, I can square it up a little bit. Actually, it is pretty... So I'm going to do that one, and I am going to sketch it just quickly first so that I get the foreshortening on my page, because there is a lot of foreshortening on this one. So yeah, tell us which one you're doing, and it would be nice for you to tell us how your journey goes as we slowly build the images together. I'm just looking at shapes because I know that with gouache I'm going to be going over everything anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So when you're doing foreshortening, really I just look at where everything is compared to other things, so I don't really um, like for example the foot is slightly higher than the than the record player or cassette player. Let's bring that in. A lot of these things, like I said, are going to be completely filled, covered with gouache anyway. Good morning, Janan, and hello, Tash. She says, doing the popcorn machine, love the aroma in an outdoor event on a cold November day. Of popcorn, I'm with you. I love the aroma of popcorn, no matter whether it is a summer day, winter day. I love the smell of popcorn. It's the best. I think it evokes warmth and comfort and memories and, you know, that feeling of feeling family and safe. I mean, I know that it's not for everybody, but I like it. Okay, let's get this shoe in. Meryl, which one are you doing? And anybody else painting with us today? Janan, are you painting? Meryl, are you going to do the tractor? I'm kind of glad that we had a month of nocturnal before these images, because, you know, a lot of these images also, you're well practiced with the very, very slight differences with values. So I think you guys will be okay when it comes to working with these images. Oh, way over. Look at that. I say, you'll be fine working with these images and I can't get it right. Pull it back. Pull it back, Charlotta. Pull it back. Do you think I can find my eraser? I always put it in a safe place, somewhere where I can see it and find it, and then it disappears. I have no idea how that happens. I was literally holding it the other day. Did I put it in here? No, but I do have one in here, but it's not the one that I want. I want the putty one. I think I need to invest in a few putty erasers. Julie says, talking about family, when are you leaving? Oh, probably, well, at the end of the month. So don't worry. Have the whole month pretty much. And I'm gonna try, and I may do a couple of Patreon meets where I move ahead so that I can post still, because I won't be able to do much art when I'm over there, only because I just want to immerse myself in family and see some friends. So I will be still posting my Gouachevember, but I need to get ahead. So maybe this weekend will just be a catch-up, or a, how would you say that? A get ahead draw. I think that would be good. And I can't believe that this is not straight. And it is all not straight. Look at that. All not straight. I just looked up and looked at my drawing and realized that it was all not straight. This is where rulers could be very handy. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Meryl is doing the boom box. This one? Is this the boom box? Spending a lot of time sketching. Not sure if that's going to help. I think hopefully it will. So just to make note, like this antenna is going to be in the foreground. It's going to be a lot sharper than everything in the background. So, but you could do it very, very loosely as well. Okay, I'm going to spray my gouache. I haven't used them since yesterday. I know that somebody said that they find doing this and putting it in a whatchamacallit, a wet box, a stay wet palette, they get a little bit loose and a little bit wet, which is totally understandable. Janan says she will be painting after coffee. Yeah, I feel like I need another coffee. And Janan says, love the jam box. Looks like the one I got for Christmas in 1981. I love that. Meryl says yes. And Julie says, good, I can keep it loose. Yes, keep it loose. I think that's the best way to go. All right, I'm going to start painting. And I am going to... see, these are a little bit wobbly too. This is just like the other brand that I got, which is a little bit wobbly. Let's take this over here. I want to get a background color in. This way I can kind of just see how things are and correct lines and stuff like that. So I find the one big difference between tube gouache and the Caran d'Ache set is that you can get really lovely opacity with the tubes, whereas with the Caran d'Ache set I feel like I'm always very, very a little bit transparent the first layer, and then the second layer becomes more opaque. But with these I find my layer is definitely more opaque, or I can get it more opaque the first layer. Is everybody using traditional gouache, or are some people using Hemis? What type of gouache are you using this month? Tell us all about your mediums that you are using this month, because it is Gouachevember. some people, you know, they don't do Gouachevember, and that's absolutely fine. They want to use what they use. So just tell us in the comments what you're using, and if you are using gouache, and if you, what type of gouache you're using. Julie says, I was kidding, I can't do anything not loose. Oh, you can, of course you can. I think you do it great. Julie says, you need to start reading everything I say with a pinch of salt. But then when you're being serious, how do I know if you're being serious if you're not? Or do you put salt on everything, Julie? It's much easier when I can hear your voice. There you go. I find. Julie says, I'm using Caran d'Ache. The set, the big set. Because, yeah, I found some Caran d'Ache gouache, which I didn't know, like in tubes, which I didn't know existed. I wonder if they have them in London when I go back. I'm going to go and check, because they were given as part of this free goodie bag that I picked up with my daughter when we were in London a couple of years ago. Oh, last year? I think it was. It wasn't this summer, it was 2 years ago. Last year, 2022. And the London Graphic Centre had, I think it was their 25th anniversary, maybe. Oops, that's way darker. Way darker. Ooh. Way darker again. Okay, I better be mixing up some other blues as well. Oh, look how dark that is. Darn it. Okay, let's bring that over here then. Good job, I got a lot of white. Matching mixed colors is not always easy, but it's really good practice. So if you're, I guess even with the pan set, you're mixing anyway, so that's good too. Julie says, I can't wait for your photos of England. I know, we'll definitely do a few meets. It's going to be very moody. They had a big storm last night. Is Zespiol here? Zespiol lives in Brittany, and she said there was a huge storm in France. Oh, Julie, maybe you know how Brittany fared last night. They had a big storm, and the south of England too had a lot of flooding. So if you know of any news or updates, let me know. Whoops. Gouache is also funny because you put it down, and if you're not, like if you want to blend a colour, it dries usually a little bit darker, so you have to be careful with your blending. I mean, you can lift it a little bit, so if, for example, right here, the blend is not perfect, what I can do is just clean my brush off and blend the two like that, because it will lift just, yeah. So I can do it that way. Oh, Julie says, yes, the set. It's useful to bring it along when I'm away. Ah, yes. And Meryl is using Himi Jelly Gouache. And Julie says, I'm never serious except when I say I am using Caran d'Ache. Okay. Louise says, oh, I'm late today. Still not used to the time change. Oh, I know. Don't worry. It'll be changing this weekend here. So it'll be back to the 5 hours. Oh, no. Julie says they're doing terrible. That's the west coast of France. No electricity there. 1.5 million people out of electricity. Wowzers. That's a lot. Okay, I didn't get like that iridescent weird feel back here, and I feel like if I don't get that right, it's going to change maybe a little bit of the foreground. I don't know, maybe I'll just leave it. I'll see. I feel like I do need to get a little bit of a pinky tone. Ooh, that's way too pink. Maybe good for the face. Right, let's take a little bit of this color and add it over here. That was in the wrong spot. I can move his foot, his or her foot down slightly, just to cover that area. This is the wrong color, but there are lots of colors near the face, so I am going to use that. I want to, there's like an orangey tone, orangey pink tone. A little bit more pink. Let me bring this in. Nope, that is not what I want. I mean, you can either really look at the photo and try and get that blend and blur, or you can just do your own thing. I think it's going to be hard to get that blur. That edge that's not really bright. It's a little bit off. We will try. We will try. Not a great brush for this. I'm just going to get some of the color off the brush because I don't want to waste it. And it's kind of nice to have like a base of something, even if it's not the right color, but you don't want to waste the paint, so I'll just get some of this on here. Did you do life drawing yesterday? Did you get to the Shibari? No. You mean at the Henley School of Art? No, I didn't. I had to make food for my in-laws yesterday, so I was cooking a lot yesterday after my class. Unfortunately, I was thinking about it and I really wanted to, but I didn't get to it. Did you do it? I haven't looked at everybody's, haven't been on social media much this morning. I spoke to my sister. It was nice speaking to her. And I missed Dylan Sarah's on Tuesday, but I was watching that in the background this morning while I was painting. Did anybody do Dylan's on Tuesday with Grease? Today I was looking to see if Dylan and Dylan and Shannon have a drawn together. I'm missing their drawn togethers, and it doesn't look like they do have one. So, unfortunately. Let's just get some color on here. Julie says, no, I didn't. We had a busy day at Draw Brighton's. Oh, yes, wasn't it the 3? They do 3 on a Wednesday, don't they? Louise says, we were forecast to get the storm, but luckily it doesn't seem to have reached the northeast. Well, that was really lucky. Very lucky, Louise. I haven't spoken to my parents, but my sister, she was chatting with me while she was driving. Don't worry, it was like just, you know, through her phone, through her car. But the roads were flooded where she was, so it was a little bit difficult to get around some places. And I guess if you have to take your kids to school or you have to get out, it's probably best just not to. If you can avoid going out, just not to go out. Okay, this side of the boombox or the radio, I feel like is a little bit more of this color. It does have some grays, but there's a warm side to it as well. Almost like a champagne grey. This is where a flat brush would be really handy. So I will be setting some draw sessions for this weekend for Patreons. I do have a class. I have a class, my last virtual art retreat class at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Would you guys prefer an early meet? Oh no, well, we could do an early catch up and draw, but I know then the West Coasters can't join us. Is Nick here? Are you up for a catch up, early catch up on Saturday? I can't remember what time of the day on Saturday in the afternoon is good for you as well, but it's late for Europe. Is it 3 p.m, Nick? Our times won't have gone back yet. Oh, they go back. Actually, they go back on Saturday night, so I'm not sure if Nick is here. C says, I had a thyroid biopsy yesterday at 6:30 a.m. It was a lost day for everything. You better day today. I'm wishing for a better day for you today as well. That sounds quite invasive. See? Hope you're okay. I don't know why I picked this one. I'm not very good at precision painting. Is that a thing? Being precise in your painting? I don't know. It's not brilliant at it. That should be a lot bluer. I feel like this is straight, but maybe it's my camera that's not straight. Let's have a look. It's exactly the same as it was. Okay. It's super fiddly. Okay, I think, yeah, I can see there's a little bit, because of this shadow, it's looking like it's not very straight. So I'm gonna fix that to see if that helps me. Because, you know, it's a bit annoying. I mean, I've got to come in with a darker color anyway for the shadow. But let's just see if I'm on the right path here. This photo would probably be easier to do if you were working with oils, for sure. For sure, for sure. Let's take a smaller brush. So if I'm working with blue, the opposite of blue is orange, so I need an orange to add into this blue to make it more neutral, but that was too much, so I'm going to add, or to mute it rather. When I'm doing fine details, I really can't talk because I have to almost not breathe. You should breathe, but I have to stop. Stop and really focus. So it's just like painting and or writing and talking. I can't do that either. My brain doesn't allow it. I feel like it's a little bit green as well back there. I mean, I'm really being nitpicky now, but C says, I really like early morning for Saturday. And Julie says, I feel for you. That's one exam I really struggled to do. How did you do? It was, she says, it was definitely no fun at all. 5 samples were taken. Ouch. And C says, how about you, Julie? Your outcome? Julie says 5, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I got 3 the last time, and I'm telling you, I was ready to tell them, forget it, I'm leaving. I mean, it is your body, right? So you could tell them, forget it, I'm leaving. Probably better that you don't. But you could. Am I going to get this done? Look, I've only got 20 minutes left. I don't know. I'm not very speedy this morning, am I? At all. Can you imagine if I chose to do the guy with all the plants? That would not have been good. Like all my edges are way too straight, but I feel like there's a fuzz around them, and it's basically made up of lots of values that are very close to the one that you just put down, but that's something that is going to take time and needs work. How am I going to get those circles right on the boombox? Should I use a tool? Maybe a little cap or something to get it right. Drawing circles is not easy. Well, there's a lot of like stuff on the back of stuff. There's a lot of texture on the back of these shoes. I don't know if I really want to do that, so we'll see how much time I get, or have rather. I know how much time I've got. I just don't know how much time I have to do that. Well, I do, but you know what I mean. Like if I have time at the end because I'm pushing forward. Julie says, I was good. I'm supposed to take it again, but I'm waiting to get an appointment. And C says, sedation would have been lovely. Julie says, they don't sedate here for this. Well, we're in drug shortage at the moment, so I guess they will keep it to other exams. But I'm sure if more men had this exam, they would organize sedation. Probably. C says, I love the perspective with the foreshortening the big foot. Yeah, I just need to get all the rest done, see. Ugh. I'm slow today. Slow. I think I'm slowing down in my old age. this is wrong. I think it's the black though. It's not what I have here already. It's the I'll come back and do that. It's the foot, and yeah, that is way too orange. That, can I use this bright orange anywhere? Maybe a little bit over here. Let's put it on the head, and then I can correct it a little bit with brown. Oops, wrong, too much. And they need to be up higher. There's just the idea of the faces here. You don't have to put dark, really dark dark features in. It's just the idea. You want it to be in the distance. Okay, I do want to make a darker brown, and I think I've got too much. Too much white on my brush. Let's see. I want it to be quite ready. My gouache is drying, that's not good. I don't think this is dark enough. Nope. Let's take a little bit more. Blend it in over here a little bit. Sorry, just very focused. There's a lot of little things going on in this image. I think this could be a little bit higher up as well. Let's take a little bit of, that's very grey. Oops, that's way too detailed. I'm supposed to be focusing on the machine. That's not happening. I can use this colour for the arm though here, that's good. know what I don't love about little images is that I get too fiddly with them. And then, you know, things just get a bit, ugh, like, I don't know. Too fiddly, too fiddly, too fiddly. Let's get a little bit of a lighter colour on this. And then I was always going to fix that foot, wasn't I? I don't know if you'll even be able to tell the difference, but I will try to see if it changes anything. I'm going to fix the other part as well. Okay, so we have also skin here. It's just really strange. You have these like very gradual changes to make it fuzzy like the edge, because you don't want it to be as sharp. And I'm like throwing water on my piece. I'm not sure where it's coming from. I think the brush is holding it in certain areas. But like here, for example, I need to make the edge. One part of the edge is dark, but then it gets fuzzier on the outside. It's almost like you need to blend, you need to find those colours and mix them up. Also along here too. This whole side of her face is much pinker. Okay, 49, 10 minutes, oh no! Bye Julie, I need to go feed the kids. We'll have to finish later. I think I may have to finish later too. Not getting very far with this one today. What is this? I don't know why that is light. And then I can make this a little bit browner. Her hair in here, a little bit darker. Ah, that wasn't supposed to happen. And I'm not loving, let's see if I can make a light purple. I need a light purple. I know, I haven't got much finished today. Sorry, everybody. I didn't even get the boom box on. Did anybody finish theirs today? Her chin is a little weird. I'm not loving that. Like her, this area. What is your gouache? Mine done something a bit rough. Mine is, I have a mix, so I have Winsor & Newton, I have some Holbein. If you go back into my live from yesterday, see, you will see all the different, oh, that water again. I'm so bad at making sure it doesn't happen. And then it happens again. Yeah, go back into the live from yesterday and you'll see I made my palette yesterday during the beginning of the class, so you can have a look. But basically it is Holbein and Winsor & Newton. Kind of like her fuzzy face now. I think I could probably change a little something of it though. Maybe it's the mouth. How long do we have? 5 minutes? No, that's not long enough. My gosh. There's so much to do. I can just see. I'm going to be distracted today and I'll be posting later. So there is the visual arts passage on tonight. I wonder what they're going to be using. I'm kind of glad that Halloween is done. So that's on. I'm not sure if anybody else has any other drawing sessions that they're doing. Let me know in the chat if what are you working on today? I have some commissions to work on, which I'm going to be working on. C or any Paint Your Heart and Soul friends, if you want to do a studio meet this afternoon, we can do that and take a look at this week's Paint Your Heart and Soul image. I'm not sure if either of you are around or if Patty is around. Not everybody comes to those, but or maybe I'll open it up to a Patreon studio meet if anybody is interested. Okay, this is the wrong purple. but I kind of like it for this area of the boombox, so let's get this line in. I wonder if I could keep this whole area very sketchy. That would look odd, wouldn't it? This is why I'm not a graphic artist, because I find these things very difficult to, like, being precise, precision, not my cup of tea. Because she is blurred, which I'm happy about. And then, you know, then I've got to come back here and do something a little bit more precise and cleaner. And I'm just not sure if I can spend the time and do that. Okay, how to get the circles? Well, I know that they go all the way to the edge, so I can put a little line there where they go to the edge, and then on this side they go close to the edge but not quite to the edge. And then up here I may have done this a little bit wrong, actually. This goes down a little bit. Do it on one side, do it on the other side. Then this goes up to here as well, which may make the circle look very strange, but we'll see. So this goes out to here, this one goes right to the edge as well, and this one goes up to here. So I can see if I can do a circle inside that. Let's just do it in the color of this that I had going. Bring this down slightly. Oops. Are we over time already? That's like no breath. Oh, what time? It would have to be probably this afternoon, maybe 1 o'clock, Meryl. Let me know if that works for you guys. And if it doesn't work for one of you, we can do another day. I can't do tomorrow though. Really want to get that antenna in, and I know it has to be not perfect, but it has to be super clean. I wonder if I should do it with a white gel pen instead and a black. No, I can't do that because it's gouache. What am I silly? What am I saying? That's silly. I am going over a little bit on time, by the way. I don't get kicked out of... I may leave the radio like this, I kind of like it. I don't get kicked out of YouTube. Or it better not kick me out. Now that I've said that, probably going to kick me out. Oh, let me take another brush. Just want to get little details, for example. These brushes actually are very good at little lines, surprisingly enough. I am quite enjoying them. That was not very straight. Meryl says, okay, good, yay. All right, so I will send out an invite, you guys. Thank you, C. Okay, I do want to get, there are some little buttons on the top here, so I can have a look. Just change these up, because I really don't have time to figure out a little bit more time on here, so I would like to just get it done now. And I see that looking at this also, even though the bottom of this shoe is supposed to be brown, it actually looks a little different because it's in shadow. Anybody still here? Oh gosh, you're all still here. Wow, amazing. Nice. Thanks for tuning in today, by the way, everybody. I mean, I could go super detailed, but I, probably don't want to do that. Okay, I need a very little brush and the white. So let's pull that over here. Take some kind of clean, oh no, that's pulling up that color. I need a white on my, oh, it does get a little bit crusty, doesn't it? That's what Lou was saying yesterday, that on this paper it dries a little bit, so you have to keep wetting it. Okay, let's get all that away. Okay, this is the scary part. I should probably do a test first. Not very white. Okay, I need one line that goes from here down to here, and it should have been over a little bit, and then one line that goes up. That's the antenna. I can move this little box over slightly, which I will, to being here. And then I need a dark line on the other side. How did all of yours turn out? Are you happy with them? let me know. Tell me you're happy. Hmm. Okay. Rough popcorn machine. I'm still in nocturnal, I guess. I'm sure it looks fantastic. See. And Janan says, have a great day. Thank you. Gotta run. Bye, Janan. Take care. Have a good day. Thanks for joining. Okay. The antenna I feel like needs a little bit more white or grey. I'm just going to take the white that I got here and just make it a little bit more. Just pull that in slightly. Oh, I've got a big thing of, like, where does the water come from? And here also. It looks a little bit off down here. Okay, shall I darken those circles just quickly? Piper is probably thinking or wondering where I am. Where's Mommy gone? Whoa, no! Try to keep some of the light and not have to do extra work. I mean, if you were really particular with this, oh gosh, you would be, you know, thinking about how you would do the pattern on the bottom of the shoe. And then this bit too, I feel like is very dark too. Isn't gouache lovely though? Goes on so nicely and dries flat. I love it. I'm using it a little bit thicker than I usually would. A square brush right now would be nice. Or rather a flat brush, a square brush. It's very purple, my machine. Machine, it's a machine. Everybody, don't forget to use the hashtag so that we can all see your work. And if you're posting, please post and use the hashtag Gouachevember 2023 so that everybody can see your work as well. Okay, that may just have to do because I should probably go. Janice, hi! I need to head out for my morning walk. I didn't know you were here. Did I say hi to you, Janice, when you came in? Sorry, Janice, if I didn't acknowledge that you were here, and you have been here for all. I have to go for my morning walk as well. Okay. Thanks for joining. I think I'm done. I know I could probably do a lot more to this, but it is what it is. Have a good day, everybody. I am done. See you later. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is box. And yeah, I may correct this as well. Bye, everyone. Bye.